I am Verna Smith, and welcome to another edition of Issues in Focus. This week we're talking President Obama, or 44th President. This week we are talking the first anniversary of his being in office. Yesterday, 1 full year. This week we are talking accomplishments. This week we are talking grades. I will stay away from the grades. So again, we say we are issues in focus, and the focus is today in this edition is the president. Has the president steered away from his promises? Have the president moved away from his agenda? Is still time? Does he still have time to make up to his base and to the many people who brought him into office last year? Very, very excited. Yes, a year ago, in a very historical moment, President Barack Obama became our 44th president. I was excited, my friends were excited, my neighbors were excited, because we had all worked very hard to get President Obama elected. After we decided he was the candidate, we moved with energy. We became a dynamic force and was pleased on the 20th of January when we saw him being inaugurated as our 44th president. But a year later, most of us are saying, what happened? Yes, the president inherited a great deal, some of which he had to work with and is still looking to resolve. But nevertheless, in terms of what he could have accomplished, if he had not made such overtures to the GOP, it is striking. So at this time, we are looking back. As I said, I took the oath of office with the president last year because I felt that I had invested so much political capital in him. He's an investment, and I wanted to be there to share the good. And this year I'm here to say, yes, I'm not as inspired. I am not disappointed. I'm hopeful because he still has 3 good years to correct. But what many think he's short on, he has somehow allowed the people around him to forget his base. We have no sense of who his kitchen cabinet is, and for that reason, I think the president has steered off his agenda. And yes, the economy was a problem. It still is, and he's been trying to fix it. But jobs, jobs, jobs. Healthcare reform has taken up months, yet at this time, no resolve in terms of a bill that most of his base can support and said, aha, we did get something that we had hoped and prayed for. We feel that the president has surrounded himself with some people that I hope that in time he will look to reshuffle his cabinet and move them out, because they are not giving him the best in terms of what we expect. Secondly, he has to stand up to the Ben Nelsons and the Liebermans. He has to draw a line in the sand, because those people did not campaign with him. They did not stand up strongly for him, and it would seem as if he, in his good nature, they are using their thumbs and blocking him in ways that we just can't understand. We are saying, President Obama, we know you're a nice guy, but you can't be all things to all people. And at some time, you have to be a LBJ and say, if I can't get from you what I want, that project in your state goes to another state, because after all, we are talking politics. Politics is about deals, it's about bargaining, it's getting to your base and your support what they expect. So I'm saying to the president, time to reshuffle your campaign, time to stand up to the people, the Ben Nelsons, who keep blocking your agenda, time to say to yourself, I can't be all things to all people, and reconnect with your base. Without that base, it's going to be very difficult to move forward. That said, I am still hopeful, Mr. President, that you can take us where you promised us. We still want healthcare reform. I am disappointed that Scott Brown has won in the late Senator Ted Kennedy's seat district. You have taken the blame for that as a good leader, but we know that the local machine failed. We know that Martha Coakley was not properly vetted. There's absolutely no reason why that seat, after so many years being held by the Lion of the Senate, the late Lion of the Senate, it should have gone to Scott Brown. But now that's water under the bridge. We must move forward, and we ask you, Mr. President, to stand up to those who block you, stand up to them for the people who invested in you, stand up for the people who are still hopeful that you're a great tactician, you're a great strategist, and you understand politics fully enough to know that at the end of the day, we have to talk what we can take to the bank. Yes, I hate to put it in such terms because you have put Sotomayor, that's historical, but in terms of where your grassroots base are, yes, the progressives are ready to throw you under the bridge. Your base is still here. We still want to give you the support we think you deserve. Hopefully, as you look to year 2, you can correct that. So again, Mr. President, talk to us, reconnect, give us the energy, allow us to be a part of that juggernaut that took you to Washington. A year later, we are not as inspired, but we are hopeful. That said, I'm asking you to join the conversation. What is your grade for President Obama? Do you think he needs to reconnect with his base? What suggestions you have for the president? Join the conversation. Leave a comment on this video. Leave a comment on my blog, zipinpolitics.com, zipinpolitics.com. I want to hear you. I invite you to join the conversation. We got him elected. We need to talk about where he is and how he might move us forward in a positive way. I also want to talk about Oprah Winfrey. She's bringing on Sarah Palin because she has a new gig on Fox. When last was Glenn Beck invited Oprah to to her show? Why is Oprah, using the woman who said that Obama was palling around with terrorists? Obama is going to establish death panels. Why Oprah, who endorsed Obama, why is she giving Palin so much press? And here time for her to come back in 2012 to knock our president out again? Oprah, I need to hear from you. So again, this is Verna Smith, and this has been Issues in Focus. Have a great week. Want to hear from you.